I mean, you know, I was genuinely like, okay, well, I didn't get that I could have kept skating. Now, again, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
We could all hang out with Pastris and Lance and whomever and Slappy Curbs tomorrow at home and have a blast.
100%.
Yeah.
Nobody's judging.
100%.
Nobody says, oh, can you switch kickflip, crooked grind, the bend? Nobody gives a shit about that stuff anymore.
No doubt.
Yeah, if you're younger and you're sponsored and you're making millions and you've got to
coming
keep
up.
up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you've got to work hard. Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
But just real organic skateboarding, nobody cares anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's been rad to see that, you know, happen, evolve and develop over the years. That's been really cool to see that. But at that point, it wasn't so much like that.
No,
Right.
it wasn't.
Right.
Right. So I was like, you know what? Costin, those guys are just amazing. I'm never going to be at that level. I just want to break. I'm just going to bounce and just kind of quietly dip out and not disturb anybody.
Got
And that's
you.
what I did. And 8 years later, I started skating again.
Did you really put down the
Wow.
board for 8 years? I mean, did you?
I did a movie with Lawrence Kasdan, who's a great writer. He wrote The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, wow.
But he did some rad 80s movies like Body Heat, The Big Chill,
Okay. Yeah.
Grand Canyon, which I think was the 90s. But anyway, great screenwriter. He wrote, so I think he's really wealthy because I think he gets residual checks from The Empire
Oh,
Strikes
okay.
Back.
Yeah. I could have.
He wrote this, and I think he wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark too.
Wow.
Right? So I think he's doing really well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
good.
he
Pretty
did
good.
a sweet little movie called Mumford
Yep.
that came out in like 2000
You
or
played a
something like that.
skateboarder in that movie.
And I played this eccentric billionaire like tech guy who skates. So I had to like relearn how to ollie up curves.
Oh, wow.
Like I hadn't skated in, 4 years. I didn't even touch a skateboard. All my skateboards were in storage.
Yeah.
You've been to my
I've
storage,
been to
you've
your
seen
storage,
them.
Yeah.
And I got a board set up. It was a stereo board, and on set I had to push around and learn kick flips again and all that stuff, and it felt a little bit foreign. But I did that, and then I dropped it again.
You dropped it again. See, now to me, sorry to interrupt, but to
No, no,
me,
no.
that's almost like, cool, I'm starting this acting thing, which, that's a whole thing in itself, is to
Yeah.
be an actor and you have all these people around you and like, am I doing a good job and
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is. But then to actually be a professional skateboarder, not skate, come back and skate in a movie, that seems more stressful and like really like, dude, I have to, if I don't ollie up this curb right, or if I don't do this, like this is going to make me look a certain way.
And they
you know
know
what I mean?
and they know I can do this.
They know
Because
you
they
can
knew
do
I
that.
used to be a pro skater.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so at off hours,
Yeah.
I would practice in the parking lots.
Oh, okay.
We were shooting up in Santa Rosa.
But I'm
So I
sure
was
at
skating
the
a lot.
same time, it came back like riding a bike too. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
but
after a
time,
couple days.
I could see a little bit of like, oh my God. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
after a
look
couple
like-
days. But
Right.
literally not stepping on a skateboard for 4
That's
years.
crazy.
And then doing that was so fun, and it brought back all these amazing memories. And you know how good it feels to just roll on a skateboard,
yeah.
man. All that came flooding back.
Right.
But then I dropped it. I did a couple movies after that with Cameron Crowe. And then in 2003, I started skating again. And I called Pastris. I'm skating again. He said, I'll be right there.
be right there.
Wow.
That's so rad.
And I was doing 360 flips again. And it was just like things take their own courses.
Absolutely.
What
I
made
always
you want
believe
to
though, once you're a skater, you're always a skater.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's the thing. Like
100%.
whether you are physically riding a skateboard or not,
Right.
the magazine, the memories from looking at magazines, watching videos, the camaraderie, the friendships,
Yeah.
the knowing that you are a kind of a unique breed of humans,
Sure.
because you've got a key to the very unique, special world of skateboarding.
Yeah.
Whether you're physically riding a board or not, there's that. You're in that world,
For
and
sure.
it never escapes you.
It doesn't. But for me, also as an older skateboarder, I mean, sometimes it takes something to like put it down for a little while to find that, to reignite that passion
Or you
again.
need to
Yeah.
put it down. You
Yeah.
need to put it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And now when I roll around with my kids, it's so fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so fun. Sometimes life goes where it needs to go.
Yeah.
For
I think
sure.
sometimes, you
For
know.
sure.
And then I was skating, pushing, and then we kind of got stereo. We put some new
Yeah.
breath into Stereo's lungs, and then that was going really well. And then Giant went out of business, I believe, and that was a big hit to us.
Yeah.
And it's skateboarding's much bigger now, and it's kind of it's not always easy running a smaller brand.
Totally.
And, you know,
But you guys have been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
30
which is
years this
amazing.
year. 30
Wow.
Crazy.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, I
amazing.
mean, you know, yeah,
It's tough to do anything for 1 year.
I mean, so I've been in and out of it when it feels organically right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since 95. Since
95.
since retiring.
That's it. That's it. huh?
in
That's
95.
crazy to me though, because 91 is video days, and like that's just 5 years. Like time back then went super fast too.
bro. And a
so
lot was happening. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
right, but I understand too at that point in time, like you're old, you know, and you were
At
starting
that
to feel
point,
that
oh,
way
yeah,
and
for sure.
stuff like that. So I understand.
Okay, so 1993 was that Houston contest. There's an account on Instagram that I follow called All Hail Skateboarding, and they post some rad clips of skaters, and they posted a trick of mine from that contest in '93.
That was a great contest, man.
Right?
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody came out for that contest.
Oh man, Kareem did that backside
Over that
180
ra-
ollie
yes.
off the drop-in bank.
Yes. Psycho.
With the don't fall off the edge
Rail.
Railing.
railing on
Yeah.
Kareem did a backside 180 over that.
Yeah.
And people were like, "What just happened?" Wow. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm 23 years old, and I'm stoked to just do a backside flip over the the fun bot? What do they call those?
Little pyramid thing.
Yeah,
or
Pyramid.
something?
Yeah.
Eric Costin would have been 18, and he was doing switch 360 flips
Oh,
over.
yeah.
So I saw that, remember, and I
Yeah.
was just like, what am I doing here?
Right.
Like I'm doing backside 180 flips over the thing. They felt good.
They
and
look
I was
good.
catching them
They look
good.
They look
Yeah.
great.
I was catching them, they were, I was doing all right. But then you see that stuff
It gets
and
to
you're
ya.
celebrating it, but at the same time you're like, that guy's a prick.
It's
How
a little
can he do
defeating.
that?
It's a little defeating.
I'm stoked to just do a backside 180 flip, a switch 360 flip over the thing
Perfect.
Yeah.
in 1993, and I'm like, man, I got it. Yeah, taxi. Like it's my. I gotta head out. I gotta bounce.
Before
What was
the
your
Ubers.
thoughts when Switch started coming around? What were you thinking? You're like, fuck, I have to learn something new, or did you even get into it?
Well, no, I did. I couldn't really do switch flips, but I could do backside nollie 180 flips.
Oh,
I got
sick.
those. Watching Salman
Oh,
switch skate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And apparently he was the guy that
He's
sort of started it.
Switch God.
Yeah.
Because
the original Switch
the,
guy.
the legend has it that he sprained his ankle or hurt his ankle
Oh,
and then
okay,
started
yeah,
skating
yeah.
and
switch.
started skating switch so that he could keep skating without. So he's regular, and so switch skating he was also normal pushing switch.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Back
big
then
part
he
of
was
it.
he wasn't Mongo.
Yeah, switch
pushing
Mongo.
switch.
Yeah.
He was normal pushing. There's that footage where he has the cast and he's going down the sidewalk and he does this switch frontside 180 over the driveway gap thing. He looked good switch.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
He looked good switch. So I saw that and I was like, wow, he makes it look really good. But there was also a part of me that just couldn't be bothered with it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
For sure.
I couldn't make a 360 flip look as good switch.
It's hard.
It's
No, for
really
sure.
hard.
That's
Yeah.
how Tim Gavin was too. He's like, dude, as soon as the switch shit started coming in, I was just like,
I think that's when he retired.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm
Yeah,
done.
so seeing Costin do that in Houston, I was definitely like, Psh, I'm out.
Yeah. Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your left.
hey,
Yeah.
hit that
Right there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of.
Oh, it's like right here?
Kind of.
Like right
and
there?
The subscribe's like over to the left.
Like right over there. All right.